Guys, in this tutorial, you'll get to know how to draw a line and include text using Photoshop. So as of now in the screen, I've brought in an incomplete geometrical shape of three sides. There's one side which I've intentionally not completed. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to use Photoshop to draw the line and integrate to the already existing geometry. So this will be quite useful in most of the cases when we import drawings from AutoCAD. We tend to miss out a line or two, or probably sometimes a text. So I'll show you how to bring in do the text and the line using Photoshop and integrate it to the already existing structure. So as of the existing scenario, onto the right side on the layers panel at the right bottom, you can see I've got two layers. One is a background, which is a white, and next is the layers, which is the incomplete geometry, and these are two things only existing. So to do a line, so what I do is I come on to the left side of the panel. You see a lot of these icons, and in this you have a line tool below the path selection tool. You click on this and you have various geometries to work on, and I pick a line tool. As soon as you click the line tool, on the top below the menu bar you can see the list of options available. The first thing you have to change here is the fill, the color of the line. You can pick whatever color, but as of now I need a black. I pick a black, so I make a black. The pixel is a line thickness weight. What is the thickness of it you need to do. As of now, you don't need to worry on that. The stroke and all of these, you don't need to worry on that. You just can go with the default. So I'm clicking on the screen, drawing a line. You can see the line, and you can see it's not a straight line. So for me to get a straight line, I hold on to the shift key and I get a straight line. I can do a 45 degree still holding on to the shift key, and a 90. Okay, so I do a line and I take approximate length, and as of now, as I'm moving my line, I'm still holding on to my left mouse key button. So I bring it to approximate length and I stop it and let go, and my line is created. As of now you might see a light gray line, but once you zoom it closer, that's because of the line weight. It's got a very minimal line weight. You can see the line has been pretty dominant. For you to increase the line weight, what you can do is you can go into shape. Shape is what our line is, the layer shape. So go into shape 1. You can go into blending options, go into stroke, click on stroke, and again you can click what all options you have. Normally I go into the position as center, and I just give a line thickness as 1. Let me see. I think that's going to be close enough. That's fine. I'll go with it. Click OK. Now this shape again works as an independent component. It's not a integrated component to the existing geometry. So for me, if at all, imagine I'm going to use a selection tool, and I'm right now in layer 1, which is the incomplete geometry, and if I want to select something using my selection tool, the magic wand, and I click on here, you can see all of these places are selected outside the content. The shape is still not been very rigid. Example, if I can show you with a color fill, you can see all of these spaces are been selected. I do a Ctrl Z. That's because the reason is the line is not been a single character to the geometry, and we are not able to select it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a move. I'm going to use the move tool, click on the shape. I tried picking up the shape here itself. Select the shape. But at times, depending on the version of Photoshop, you got to be exactly on the geometry to hold it and move it. So that becomes a problem. So one other option I can use is I make sure that I'm on layer shape 1. I go on to my selection rectangular tool. I pick this tool here, still making sure it's in shape 1, and now if I'm going to move it, I can move it along. Sorry, that's got two shapes together. Now I just click shape 1 and I make sure I get that together, and make it a point to zoom in and check whether you're not got any loose ends. Okay, this is correct. and this is correct. And you can see a slight bit of line protruding out. As long as I am in shape 1, I still go on to my rectangular tool. I select the part of line which is unwanted and just select it, and then make sure it's in shape 1 and click. The reason is it's not been a rasterize the layer, and now click select, and this will happen. And now I've completed the form, but still again you can see there are two different layers. This is a different layer, this is a different layer. So even if I'm going to come on to layer 1 and select the magic wand, I'll be selecting the old place. Example, if I'm going to fill in with the color, you'll be able to see I'm going to select the old place. So I'll do a Control Z. So now what I'll do is I'll do a Control Z. I've done a Control Z. I've got this into original shape. Now I click layer 1 and shape 1 and bring them into a right click, and I'm going to merge layers, and now it's become a single layer. And now if I go and do a selection, it sticks within the border. So it's like your original file. Our geometrical shape is complete. If I do a fill, you can see it comes within the box alone. So this is how you do a line. To bring in text, it's much simpler. You have again on to the left side, you have a text icon. In the text icon, you can pick horizontal, vertical, whatever text. Pick the horizontal text. Draw a box. You can do whatever shape or whatever size you want. Again, as soon as you click and draw a box, you have again on the top below the menu bar, you have what's the style of font you want. I pick Times New Roman regular, and I give a 16 font size. I say okay, what is the color of font? I can pick it up here. I'm going for red. I like demo. So this is the font size you get for 16. If I want, I can increase into whatever size I want, and click OK. And then now you can see this is a text becomes a separate layer. You can move it around wherever you want it. If you want to again integrate that into the existing layer 1, same as what we did earlier, select the the text layer, and then the layer 1, and right click onto it, merge layers. Now this becomes a single entity. Thank you.